to do this thing called practice of meditation, just say, it's not a challenge. It's not me doing it. I get out of the way. Feel your heart beating. Just say to yourself, that's my divine self. That is my divine self beating my heart. Just focus on the amazement of that. It's a miracle. It's beautiful. It's the seat of the soul. It's its divine, beautiful seat. It's where it sits in its splendor, just waiting. And there is so much enlightenment, divine beings in the realm of the angelic as well that will help you if you truly do this to become one with your true self. Now, even if you start this just because you want to release some stress in your life, when you start igniting this beautiful self that is your true self, it will help every other area of your life. But even if you're doing it just to release stress and to help you oscillate, don't feel bad if you're doing this because you want to bring more empowerment into your life so that you can have more money, more success. That's fine. But please, as I stated in the beginning of this, when you sit though in meditation to begin with, you must connect with gratitude first. Because otherwise, if it's just about the material stuff, and that's great to get all that because it's our divine birthright, as I said, for us to inherit the kingdom. The kingdom of God is within us. The jewel is in the lotus. Enlightenment is within us. It's everywhere. The world is in us. The universe is in us, and we are in it. It's amazing grace. But as I said, if you're not in a place where you want to talk about God or light in that way and you're just doing it to release stress or get empowerment into your life, that is fine as long as you begin with gratitude for someone, for something in your heart. That is extremely important. And so what you will find after, for some of you it might happen very quickly because you have past empowerments from past lives, and so all you have to sit is be still, you'll find that your creativity will start bursting through because you are becoming one with the divine mind, which is within you, and you have access to infinity. You have access to all of the ideas that ever have been or will be. Why do you think artists and musicians and people that, you know, create inventions are able to do it? They may not be consciously aware of it, but what they are doing is they are sitting and they're thinking a thought of how, they're asking a question, how can I create a light bulb? How can I create a new book? How can I create this song? I want to write this song. I want it to flood through me. Without even realizing it, they are stopping and they are focusing in the now on what the painting, to let that painting, the David, the statue, whatever it is, to emerge. And it emerges from the infinite through you. And so it will help with your creativity, with your projects, with everything. It will ignite creativity with you. But what I recommend, because I have experienced this myself, when you sit and you're still, because this creativity starts flooding through you, because the infinite mind has everything. All past, future, present is all here now. All knowledge, all art, all books, everything. It'll start flooding through you and you'll feel like you'll want to get off from your mat or your chair and, oh, I want to start writing that book. Oh, I've got to get the idea now. Don't do that. Just say, I will remember that idea. Just sit there in peace. And if you really can't handle it, just say, okay, I'm going to get up off my meditation now and I'm going to then write it down. But do it with gratitude. Say thank you for that idea, because nothing comes from this. It all comes from the infinite. So just be grateful. Always be grateful for the creativity, because it's not our ideas. We aren't the one who write the music. We are not the ones who do the painting. We are not the ones who invent anything. Everything's already here. We're opened. We've opened the portal for the creativity to flow through us, which is awesome. Now, for some of you, when you start this meditation practice, you may start feeling like, as that Kundalini energy rushes through, like little ants in your head or like vibrations. Now, I'm going to explain what that is, because a lot of people don't understand what it is and they get a little freaked out. Now, Paramahansa Yogananda explains this so beautifully. If anyone hasn't read the book Autobiography of a Yogi, I highly recommend it. But it's the divine electrical current. Because as the chakra, the crown chakra, starts being ignited, we've got the most amazing nervous system. It's beyond any other animal on the planet. This human body has this amazing nervous system. We have all of these different little chakras all throughout our body, through the eyes. Once we get into really deep meditation and we can really stop thought, the body starts vibrating as this light. But to start with, what happens is, because this amazing electrical system is this brain, and so it's like divine electrical currents are stimulating softly different parts of the brain that were dormant, that were not used. And so that is why when, these days they've been able to actually see people that have been meditating for a long time, and they can see that there are parts of the brain that are lit up, that are ignited. And they're wondering, well, how does that happen and what is it? Don't ask how it happens, just let it happen. But it is the divine electrical currents that are just starting to ignite. Eventually, this heart fluttering comes up into this, and then you feel the vibration right throughout the whole body. Sometimes it can actually shake the body a little bit, and a lot. But don't be afraid of it. It's just the energy coming through. But that's another important thing to remember. If you really are doing this because you want to become one with all that is, because this veil of illusion can easily dissolve as you start meditation practice, but particularly if you are really wanting to connect with your higher self, really become one with all that is. Because we are one. It's even just watching me today, this is just your state of consciousness, your state of mind. Everything's just a state of mind, Anyway, so once we start connecting, the body can shake. So and this is the divine electrical currents. First of all, it's starting with the brain and fluttering, but when they join, it's not really joining, but when it's ignited enough, and that is when, you get the buzz, you get the light flashes, or you can, actually go into samadhi and go through that tunnel of light. And we won't go that deeply into meditation today, but amazing things can happen. But have patience and know that it's important as well to keep your body physically fit, because once the body's healthy and physically fit, more light can be processed through the body. And what is also really great is that you get healthier, you have more energy, you sleep better. Everything's just so peaceful and beautiful. When you start feeling stress, just go back to the little 1 to 2 minute meditations throughout the day, but do it every morning. Eventually it would be weird for you to not do it. Even if you've forgotten and you're sitting in your car and you're just about to go into your office or have a meeting or whatever you're about to do, just stop. Oh, I didn't meditate. I always remember to meditate. Okay, so I'm going to practice this meditation by just breathing for now. So even if you just do that to start with, it's the most amazing thing. I highly recommend, if someone's really wanting to go gung-ho, that you meditate at first light, just as the sun's rising, and that you meditate again in the evening as the sun's setting, because the veil of illusion is thinner then, and it's such a beautiful experience. But I want to thank all of the wonderful teachers of enlightenment, past, present and future, that are here with us right now. I want to thank you for watching this, because if you've watched this up until now, that's wonderful. And know that this transmission of light from the divine being is always with us, and it is a mystery, but we don't have to understand it intellectually. We just have to let ourselves go and surrender to it, to that which is already meditating. Just to feel it, to be it. It's beautiful, and it will help you in every area of your life. So this is Michelle Blood, and I'm going to sit here for just a few minutes. We'll listen to the music, and if you'd like to, you can meditate with me for the rest of, just for a few more minutes during this video that you're watching, so that you may want to come back to it later and just sit there and just meditate. So we're just going to focus on our heart and listen to the music, and just, if you need to, just keep your hand there. I like to do it like that sometimes. You actually feel where the heart's beating.